Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing? Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. Dawn of the final day. Hello. Hi. Hello, Frey, Wolfie. Hey, Wolfie, were you in the last live stream we did? I feel like I haven't seen your name in a while. Hello, Wolfie. And Victoria, oh my gosh. Joining us all the way from Spain. Hey, respect, respect. A little bit easier to swing on a Friday night as opposed to a weekday. Though I did see your post, Victoria, that you were following along on the live streams after the fact, and I think that's super cool and still valuable if you're looking for just a writing buddy. Lots of funny shenanigans happen in the stream. Same here in Hungary, same in Denmark. Oh, I wish I could have done the earlier hours for the live stream this year, but the best I can do is 2 hours earlier over at the Pro Writing Aid community website. You can ride along with me there. Maybe that's a little bit more feasible. It's Friday and you deserved it. Shucks. Ah, shucks. Hello, Willow. Welcome, welcome. What do we see? Zender. Hello, Zender. So nice to see you here. Made some progress on my fight scene. Love to hear it. Zender, happy Halloween. I'm dressed up as the one, the only Carson Long. That's so bad. Never mind. Finally, I made some progress. It was a pain. Sometimes it be like that. Got 1 hour in London. Wolfie says, yeah, I wasn't in the stream sadly, but I had to wake up early for work. Sometimes it be like that. Sometimes it be like that. Kiera, hello Kiera, long time no see. I feel like I saw you in some of the live streams earlier this week, but still glad to have you here. Hello everyone, happy Halloween. You could be anywhere and you chose to be here and maybe come do some work on your story and get ready for Novella November, and that's exciting. I love that. It's gonna be a good year. I got a great feeling about this month. I got a great feeling about the progress we're gonna make. I got a great feeling that the stories we write in November are gonna be stories we remember forever. For anyone who's put out a story before, that first one sticks with you, that's for sure. I don't know what I would dress up as for Halloween. That's the thing, you can be anything. You could be anything. Writing starts tomorrow. I'm gonna be doing most of my writing on the live streams. So personally, I'm not gonna be writing so much over the weekend. All of my YouTube stuff still persists throughout the month of November. So now that I'm doing these live streams each night, it's kind of like the weekends are the only time I have to work on videos. Also, video coming out on Monday all about exposition and world building, and I thought that would be especially useful on these early days if you're writing fantasy, science fiction, even if you're not, even if you're writing in a different genre. These early days of November, I feel like this is when you're like, I have all these cool big plans for the world and I want to write them, but then you kind of get stuck in that, am I doing this right? Did I just write a big info dump kind of thing? So hopefully you find that helpful. Victoria, let there be conflict. How to read it, hold on. Let there be conflict says maybe we can have a video meeting at European time and have Carson jump in when he can rather than the responsibility falling on Carson. In the Discord, if you guys ever want to write together, it's there for you. I'm not doing anything special here, you know? I am the medium to get people together to write, but hey, the Discord, you hop in the voice call. Last November, we had people in there pretty often doing their own writing, some people sharing their own screens, some people managing the radio station, I think is how we had it. Definitely an option. And if there's any way I can help facilitate that and make it work, let me know. Let me know. I can definitely make a post at least. It was always fun in the Discord calls. Classic, yeah. Frey is a lot of fun in the Discord calls. You never know what you're going to get with Frey. In a good way, in a good way. Brah, hello, hello. Let there be conflict's a way to remember the essential component of Western narratives. Let there be conflict. I like it. Let me get our first little activity here going today. I've been having a lot of fun starting off these streams, letting people keep trickling in if anyone wants to come join us, but starting off with a little housel. You never know when it comes to the prices of houses around the US. You never know what you're going to get. Every other day has had a theme, but today it's just California. Also, while we're looking at this house and trying to figure out how much it costs, also Victoria, I don't know if you saw some of the other live streams. Maybe you skipped this part, but Housel, what we do here is we're given little information about a house and we need to guess what is being listed as to buy. And then we get to see the house, and it's really cool. I promise. It's cooler than it sounds because it doesn't really sound that cool. You know what I mean? Just trust me. Just trust me. While we're looking at this house, let me tell you a little bit about what we're doing tonight. Yesterday, we did planning about world building and setting. We've talked a lot about plots. I think kind of the last components that at least I'm going to be focusing on tonight for planning is I'm going to be giving a good hard look at my characters and try to go beyond the sort of, what's the right word? Little planning I normally do for characters. I'm going to try to put a little bit more thought into it, even though my heart says just write and let those characters come alive on the page. I can be better. I can be better. $100 billion. Man, we got like a wood siding. We got lots of dormers, lots of windows. Let's also look back here at this house back here. Oh, I can't zoom in, otherwise I would. This house back here looks even more expensive. So I think we're dealing with an expensive house here. I don't know what part of California. Let's throw in a 2.5 mil. Too low? Crazy to me. Too low. What do we got next? Ooh, I like that. You know, sometimes, here's the catch. Sometimes you see a house that's like really expensive and you look inside of it and you're like, oh no. Oh no, this isn't right. But this is my vibe. This is my vibe. We got some cool countertops. We got some wooden stools. We got some wooden chairs. We got wood on the ceiling, exposed beams. We know it's more than 2.5. There's no way it's more than 5 million. Let's figure out our boundaries here. Okay, 2.5 to 5 million. In oh, well, I totally missed this. It's literally in Los Angeles. I honestly thought it might be more than 5 million. Finally, a house that I could put this on my dream house list. This is looking nice. Nothing like floor to ceiling windows in the bathroom where you're guaranteed to be naked. Yes, they are. Ask me how I know. Frey, be nice. Be nice. We do care. We do care. That's a bold choice though, right? Maybe this is a rich person thing, but like floor to ceiling windows in the bathroom is a bold move. It's almost like a power move. We think 4. I'm gonna hedge my bet and say 375. It was 3.6 million. Okay, you know what? I'm not disgruntled by that. Finally, we're looking at a house that kind of like feels right. We're in Los Angeles. We got the wood accent kind of vibes. Quickest one so far for sure. I'm digging this. This feels like a $3.5 million home. That's nice. I like that. Look at that view. Ah, yes, the nice view of city smog. Don't you love waking up in the morning with a hot cup of coffee and looking out over the smog of LA? Millions of taillights in the distance. Of all the places where you could have like a gorgeous view, this is not a great view. It's still a really cool house. I'm just saying. I'm being picky for 3.5 million, but I'm loving the interior. Dang, look at that. I feel like we're not gonna see any egregious choices in here like we've seen in our first 1 or 2 homes, like having 3 full kitchens or being in Florida. Can't be living in Florida. This looks pretty cool. Very cool, very cool. All right, you know what? Perfectly reasonable house. I'm kind of pissed off. I kind of wanted something crazy in this home. I can't even make fun of a green shower. It looks tastefully done. Devastating. Devastating. All right, all right. Last thing we'll look at, to be fair, is the fly around. Let's go. I don't like the lack of curtains, especially in the bathrooms. Yes, that's a bold choice. It's a bold choice. They're weird out there. Okay, okay, Plato Mountain. We're living in Plato Mountain. Man, also, can we talk about this technology? The fact that we have like Google Earth that can literally like pull out the geography of every single home in LA. It's kind of sick. I'm supposed to be seeing here. Can I rotate? Someone rotate me? Let's zoom out a little bit.